Prime Time Local News, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
Well, this Saturday, the downtown Lloydminster Street Fest takes over the core, offering activities for all ages. Jace Mackey has more on all that's planned and how downtown construction is impacting things.
I'm joined today here on Primetime Local News with Sandra Brown. She's a recreational programmer with the City of Lloydminster. Thank you so much for taking some time to talk with us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes, it's super exciting because we're here to talk about the Downtown Lloydminster Street Fest. It's taking place this weekend. It's all going to get kicked off with a pancake breakfast in the morning.
Yes, this is actually our 12th annual Downtown Street Fest event. The Olive Tree Community Center is kicking everything off with a delicious pancake breakfast from 9 to 11 by donation.
Awesome.
And we have activities planned throughout the downtown streets of Lloyd.
So it's taking place on Saturday. It goes until I think about 4 o'clock. Can you kind of walk us through with some of the activities that are going to be taking place downtown? Because there's a lot of different zones and it seems like there's something for all ages.
There is something for all ages, and Street Fest is rather a unique event as it's divided up into different zones. So we have the Furniture Gallery Kids Zone, which will have quite a few bounce houses, interactive games such as hoverball, archery. We have something new this year. If there are children that cannot go into bounce houses, we have a kids' play area.
Okay.
So there's going to be balls and hula hoops and sidewalk chalk, and some of the other street vendors will be set up as well in the kids' zone. Furniture Gallery is also sponsoring the Adventure Zone, and there'll be mobile axe throwing. The RCMP are coming with one of their cruisers, and the Just Cruisin' vehicle club will be having some of their vehicles come down.
I know there's also a farmer's market that's going to be set up as well, right?
Yes, and we're full. The
awesome.
farmer's market has a number of vendors, and this is including homespun baking, natural products, home-based businesses, as well as we have some of the downtown businesses that are just outside of the event zone, and they will be set up in there as well, and they'll have some booths. The food zone, very popular area, of course.
Yeah.
So we had quite a variety of cultural cuisine, some food trucks, other food vendors, cotton candy, lots of snack-type foods.
A nice variety, it sounds like, hey?
Oh, for sure. Border City Furniture main stage will have entertainment throughout the day, so from 11 in the morning until 4 p.m. And can't forget about the art market.
Yes.
That is full again this year. We have a variety of artisans, local and from the area, everything from woodworking, painting, acrylic, pouring, lots of jewelry, and it's all handmade.
That's awesome.
And the Lloydminster Museum and Archives will have a craft tent set up, and their theme this year is Rocks of Kindness.
Okay.
So you can take 2 rocks, paint them, put a little message on them, keep one for yourself, and then you can hide the other one somewhere in Lloydminster or just give one away.
That's a cute little idea. I love to hear about that, creative but also kindness there. Talk to me though about, I know some people you were saying were asking about there's some construction here downtown. Is that going to impact the setup? Where is this Free Fest going to be taking place here in the downtown?
Yes, we've had a lot of calls and emails about the street construction and how it would affect Street Fest. And amazingly, we just shifted activities over slightly. And it's had a very positive effect because businesses that were normally not in the event zone are now included. So they'll be opening their doors, there's going to be sidewalk sales, and construction, of course, will be shut down for the day. So it's going to be nice and quiet.
That's awesome.
And no big trucks working or anything, so they will be shut down. And I don't really think it's had much of an impact at all. The activities, it's literally making a big circle around the downtown area, and I think it'll be great.
That's awesome. I know I went to previous Street Fest. Always a fun time. Looks like weather is going to be great. For people who are coming, like for me, I live just on 50th Street, so it's easy just to walk down here. But for people maybe who are making the drive Talk to me maybe about parking or some tips for people who are coming down.
Come early.
Yeah.
All the parking lots downtown will be open.
Okay.
And then there is residential parking. Yeah.
Park and walk even possibly.
Park and walk if you can.
Yeah.
Bike down. There are bike stands down here.
Okay.
And it just involves most of the downtown area. So from the Olive Tree down to where Cliff Rose for Clothes is
yeah.
situated, down to this side of the Royal Bank, the one-way street in front of the Atrium Center, and down by the country store.
Awesome. There's lots of options. You'll be able to make it down, and I'm sure people will kind of, it'll ebb and flow throughout the day, so it's not going to be always packed 24/7, even though I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people down there. Right, just finally before we go, why is this something that the city wants to put on every year to have a street fest like this to kick off the summer?
Well, I think events like this, I mean, the downtown area is the heart or the core of Lloydminster, and it's really nice to highlight and bring people down here and just let them know what stores are set up, what services are available. And it's a great, I mean, how many times do you get to walk on the streets of Lloydminster like this?
That's a very good point. I know as someone who lives nearby here, it's always nice to walk by, and I work here as well, so it's nice to see just kind of the community aspect of it. But for someone who isn't always down here, it's nice to experience that and have the roads close off for you and all this fun activities. You also want to mention some of the sponsors, because none of this would be able to happen without the sponsors who support this event as well.
Yes, a huge shout out to all our sponsors. Presenting sponsor this year is Anderson Insurance Group, Cooperators. Other generous Street Fest sponsors include Assure Occupational Testing, Border City Furniture, Cliff Rose for Clothes, Factory Sports Excellence, Furniture Gallery, Gold Horse Casino, Solid Earth Geotechnical, Synergy Credit Union, Hampton Inn, Midway Auto Body and Service, Northwind Radio, and of course the Olive Tree Community Center.
Awesome. So thank you to all of those sponsors who helped put this event on, and thank you for coming in today and letting our viewers know a little bit more about what's going on. I, for one, am very excited to come and check everything out on Saturday.
Yes, and for anyone that wants more information, you can go to lloydminster.ca/streetfest. Main stage schedule, a list of all the activities, and what's happening in each zone is right on there.
Awesome. So you can get all the info there on the website. Thanks again to Sandra for stopping in today.
Yeah, thank you.
And now here is our Jace Mackey with weather.
Thank you so much, Callan. Do not adjust your television screens there. Yes, it is Jace doing weather. Shelby is going to be off all next week, also off today for a well-deserved vacation, but we're going to miss her. Abby will be in for weather next week, but you're stuck with me today. Just starting off, we're going to take a look at, there's two different alerts in effect here in Lloydminster, and some of them are also for our surrounding areas. So this heat warning is in effect for pretty much most of Alberta. So you want to keep in mind just simple stuff for this time of the year when it's super hot. Limit your time outdoors to cooler times a day. Drink that water and take care of those kids. Make sure you're not leaving people or pets in vehicles. We're also under a special air quality statement because of smoke from wildfires. A lot of Saskatchewan is under that statement as well. It's not as bad as parts of the United States or even eastern part of Canada, or even what we've seen earlier this month or in May. But something to keep in mind as well, that especially if you have asthma or if you're a little older, limit your time outside, because you could get some sort of different side effects with some of the smoke we have in the air right now. So just taking a look at our almanac here in Lloydminster, 26 was the high we saw today here in the border city, and that's a little bit warmer than our average high for this time of the year, as we've been seeing a very unseasonably warm start to, it's not even summer yet, but start to the summer season, and we're going to see that sun will be setting just before 10 o'clock tonight. Love to see those nice long days. So taking a look now at current conditions here in the border city, we're currently sitting at a nice beautiful sunny 24 degrees here in Lloydminster. Love to see that. And taking a look at North Battleford right now, they're sitting at 24 degrees as well right now, and lots of sun there as well. So taking a look up in Cold Lake. Cold Lake's a little bit colder, but I think Cold Lake will take it. 22 degrees is the current high right now in Cold Lake. And as we take a look at our day tomorrow, so this is your Street Fest forecast. It's going to be a very nice day for Street Fest. We just saw that panel that I did. I'm very excited to see everything that's going on. A little bit change of where things are because of construction, but should be a great time, so make sure you head out to that. And as you can see, we have some beautiful conditions for that. So starts out 6 a.m. we're going to be seeing 12 degrees, but it warms up as we go throughout things. 23 at noon, 26 at 6 p.m., and then cooling off a little bit to 18 degrees as we go overnight. Taking a look now at the central parts of Alberta and Saskatchewan, you can see why that heat warning is in effect for Alberta, because look at the hottest spot on our map right now is Jasper, sitting at 32 degrees. Gets a little cooler as we head east, so 28 in Edson, Rocky Mountain House, and Red Deer, as well as Whitecourt. 26 up in Athabasca, 30 degrees in Alberta's capital of Edmonton. Here in Lloydminster, the border city, sitting at 24, same as North Battleford. Up in Cold Lake, they're sitting at 22 degrees. The coldest spot on the map is Meadow Lake at 21, Prince Albert's at 23, and 22 out in Melfort. So we're going to take a look now here at our 3-day forecast heading into your weekend. Beautiful day tomorrow, 27 on Saturday, 28 on Sunday, with a chance we'll see some rain in the afternoon, and then continuing on Monday with 28. Before we go to break, though, I do want to take a look at some weather photos. These are continuing from that storm we saw on Monday. Some beautiful ones Carmen sent in here of the clouds as that storm came through. Another one here. Love to see the doggos as well. Ashley sent another nice one. And Tracy sent another one here, so you can just see how nice those clouds came in. That's your first look at weather, though. I'll be back to see a little bit more of conditions happening tomorrow around our region.
After the break, we'll have a look at today's market numbers and business headlines. A blind golfer from Saskatchewan is in Lloyd for the Lloydminster Lions annual Classic Golf Tournament. I had a chance to find out more on his uplifting story. Despite losing his eyesight in 1988 to diabetes, 59-year-old Jerry Nelson is a 5-time Canadian Open champion. Many people ask how he even manages to do it.
Well, just the same way as sighted people do, only I can't see the ball or anything for that matter, and Chris sets me up and holds the club stationary to the ball. I position myself, he gets out of the way, or he's supposed to, and I hit it and we go do it again.
The pair are 2 Meadow Lake Lions members and chose to come to Rolling Greens today to support a cause very close to home.
Vision is also one of the pillars of Lionism, and so I thought it was just a great combination of both. And we're coming up on 75 years that the Lions Clubs of Canada have supported blind golf financially, as well as hosting tournaments, providing transportation, things like that.
The Lloydminster Lions Annual Classic is here for its 2nd year, and they are confident that they will raise lots of money for multiple causes.
Last year we raised about $5,000, and so somewhere between $5,000 and $7,000 we're hoping to raise this year as well. And anything that we raise stays local in the community. So whether it's giving back to, diabetes, blind, also transplants, like giving to the hospital, minor sports, anything that we do raise goes back. So
as for Jerry and Chris, they only have one thing on both of their minds.
We won't quit until we can get a world championship. That's our goal. It's been our goal since day one, but we feel we're a lot closer to that goal now than we've ever been. And so the sooner Canada's going to be hosting the World Championships in 2025, and we'd really like to snag that one if we could.
Callan Dunlop, Prime Time, Local News. Here's more of our Jace Mackey with weather.
Amazing. Thank you for that, Callan. Love that last story. So inspirational. Wish those guys the best of luck. Taking a look at weather now, though, it's you can see this is our satellite and radar map. So you can see the only bit of precipitation in this entire region is down here across the mountains into Calgary. So they'll be seeing some rain overnight tonight, but nothing for us here in Lloydminster or as we head into Saskatchewan either. So taking a look at our temperatures overall tonight, like I said, it's going to be clear. 11 degrees is going to be your low overnight tonight, and a very clear evening. It's going to be warmer tomorrow in Lloydminster, though. We warm up to 27, and we'll see a little bit of wind with 26-kilometer winds coming in, but a very warm day and lots of sun. Taking a look now at tonight's forecast in North Battleford, same as us here in Lloydminster, sitting at 11 degrees and a clear night in North Battleford. For the day, though, things warm up, same as here, 27. There's going to be a bit of a breeze as well, but still it's going to be a beautiful sunny day in North Battleford for your Saturday. Taking a look now overnight tonight in Cold Lake. Wow, look at this, 11, 11, 11 overnight tonight. It's going to be 11 degrees as well and clear in Cold Lake. So let's take a look. What is happening? 27 as well. We're all following a trend here. Sunny day, little less wind though, so Cold Lake kind of wins out when it comes to that from that perspective. Beautiful day on there. So now let's take a look at current conditions across our region. We can see, like I was saying earlier, the west you go, the warmer it is. So if we start to look in Alberta at the capital of Edmonton, it's 30. 27 is the high right now in Vegreville as well as Wainwright. It's 26 in Vermilion and Provost. St. Paul sitting at 24, same as us here in Lloydminster as well as Moraine. It's 23 up in Lac La Biche. Bonnyville sitting at 25, and it's 22 up in Cold Lake. Taking a look now at the Saskatchewan side, it's 21 in Alacross, Green Lake and Meadow Lake, 23 down in Maidstone and North Battleford. Macklin sitting at 26, and Pierceland's at 24, while St. Wilbert is sitting at 23. Taking a look at overnight conditions across our region. Fairly clear overnight, no chance of rain across the region. 10 overnight in Meadow Lake, 13 in Bonnyville, 12 in Provost, 14 in Alacross, 11 in Paradise Hill. Continuing on, looking at temperatures overnight tonight, things get a little cloudy in Calgary, but for the rest of it, it's clear. 12 in Muirnum, 11 in Pierceland, 10 in Unity, and 11 as well in Wainwright. So we're taking a look here at the next 7 weekend here, 27 for your Saturday and plenty of sun. There's a chance we'll see some afternoon showers on Sunday, but still will be a very warm day, and that continues into your Monday. 28 is the high on Monday, 27 on Tuesday. We're going to get some rain in the morning on Wednesday, and that'll cool things off, so we'll see a high of 21, and then the clouds will come in for the rest of the week to end things off on Thursday and Friday with a cloudy and a breezy day on Thursday with highs of 18 on both those days. I do want to take a look at what you're going to see tomorrow as we head into across the region. So we saw some very clear, kind of cool evenings, but things are just going to get even warmer as we head into the day across the region tomorrow. So sunny across the board, 27 in Meadow Lake tomorrow, 28 in Bonnyville and Provost, 30 in Alacross. That's the warmest, I believe, across our region. 26 in Paradise Hill. So lots of sun, and we'll continue looking at the rest of the temperatures tomorrow. Calgary, there's a chance there'll be a thunderstorm in the afternoon, but that's far from here. Taking a look at places closer to us, 28 in Muirnum with lots of sun. Same with Pierceland as well as Wainwright, and Unity is sitting at 27. So that's a look at your extended forecast here heading into your weekend. We'll be seeing a lot of beautiful conditions. Make sure you go out and enjoy a lot of stuff. I know there's a chili cookout in Bonnyville, Street Fest obviously in Lloyd, so make the most of that, but also stay hydrated. This has been another look at weather. Callan Dunlop will have more news after the break.
Glenn Stang, the CEO from Synergy Credit Union, is joining us once again. We're having a habit of chatting with Glenn because they have so much good news this year, celebrating their 80th anniversary. Glenn, thanks for joining me once again.
Yeah, thanks, Stacey, for having me. Really appreciate it.
We have an exciting thing to talk about again today. It's the Summer of Smiles it's already underway with Synergy. Can you tell me a little bit about what that is?
Yeah, it's part of our 80th anniversary celebrations, right? Our team came up with the idea of how we might be able to share more with our members. So starting June 1st until September 21st, I believe it is, we're going to share some cash prizes with 64 of our members.
And tell me about how much those prizes are and how often you're making the draws.
So every week we're going to make a draw in four different categories. The first category is all you got to be is a member, and you have a chance to win $8,000. Our second category is for community-based nonprofit organizations. Again, we do so much work with them, and they do so much work in our communities. We thought it would be nice to include them in this process as well, so they too will get a chance to win $8,000 every week. And then we also have a youth section. So anybody 25 years and under, every week we'll do a draw for them, and they'll have an opportunity to earn $800. And the last category is for our senior members. Anybody that's age 65 and over have an opportunity to win the same $800 a week.
So if you are a member, do you have to physically enter a draw of some sort, or are you just automatically in to win the $8,000?
Yeah, you're automatically entered in to win these draws. So even if you become a new member tomorrow, you're automatically entered into the appropriate age category. You don't have to do anything, just be a member.
Well, this is really an amazing contest and a great opportunity to possibly get some members and some new members in, find out a little bit more about the Synergy Credit Union. And like you said, as soon as they join, they're eligible. So what are some of the benefits for new members that are joining, Glenn?
Well, we're a financial institution, a cooperative financial institution. So part of our philosophy and beliefs is the cooperative principles. So we carve out 35% of our profits every year that we share back with our members in the form of profit share, with our teammates in the form of employee profit sharing, and with our communities in the form of a synergy sharing, synergy shares. So again, we do so much. So that's the indirect benefits of being a member. The direct benefit is you're getting exceptional over-the-counter services by dealing with us. You're dealing local. Your money's kept local, invested local, which in many ways provides less risk on your investments than you might have with other institutions. So again, a lot of products and services today in the financial industry is pretty much vanilla. You get the same thing. The difference is in dealing with people, the advice you get from people, and keeping your money local.
Glenn, you guys didn't have to do this contest. It's just a really nice bonus. So why did you decide it was important to, I know you give back to the members regularly, but to do something over and above what you usually do?
This year, extra focus because of our 80th anniversary, right? We wanted to make sure that it caught the attention of people. We've been in the community now, our communities we serve, for 80 some years. And again, we do a lot of great work, and sometimes that work gets unnoticed because it just gets to be expected, right? It's kind of like the purple cow theory. You see it the first time, and after that, it just starts to blend into the crowd. So that's why we're doing these type of things, is to just get a little extra attention and hopefully get people thinking, if I'm going to deal with a financial institution, why wouldn't I deal locally? Why wouldn't I deal with a credit union?
Well, as you said, members that are, there are people that are already members of Synergy are already entered. And if somebody is looking to become a new member, Glenn, where do they start?
It's really simple. You can actually open an account now, membership online, or you can come into any one of our branches in any of the communities we serve. We'd be happy to meet your needs quickly on the spot.
All right. Well, the Summer of Smiles for sure, with a chance to win $8,000. That is a lot of money. Thank you so much for joining us today, Glenn. And I know you guys have all different things happening throughout the summer, so I'm sure we'll be back to chat with you again.
Yeah, a little suntan from yesterday's barbecue in Denzel. I got another one, I think, later this week. But yeah, hopefully the members will come out and have a free burger on us as well. So take care.
Right.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Glenn.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Coming up tomorrow here in downtown Lloydminster, it is the annual Downtown Street Fest, and what a fun day it's going to be for you and your family. You can start off your day at the Olive Tree. They're hosting a pancake breakfast, so you make a donation, enjoy that delicious breakfast, and then you're set for a day full of fun. You can stop by the Sport Zone. There's going to be go-karts there with a racetrack. You can head to the Adventure Zone, mobile axe throwing, plus Just Cruising Car Club's going to be there as well. They'll have a kids zone with bouncy houses, hoverball, archery, and so much more. Plus, there's going to be live entertainment on the stage. There's going to be a farmer's market. There's going to be an art market. There's also a chance for you to make a craft. There's going to be so much for you and your family to do downtown Lloydminster tomorrow at Street Fest. For more details, go to the city's website, lloydminster.ca. Coming up this weekend is the 68th annual Lee Park Rodeo, and this event is such a fantastic event. You're going to find the setting just north of Marwayne, and you're going to find some of the best cowboys and cowgirls around at the Lee Park Rodeo. So they have rodeo action tonight, coming up tomorrow and Sunday as well, plus a number of special events throughout the weekend. Like tomorrow morning, there's going to be a pancake breakfast. Tomorrow night, there's a rodeo dance. Sunday morning, they have cowboy church, and all 3 days, wild horse races, breakaway roping, and Miss Rodeo Canada is going to be there as well. For more details, you can go online to leeparkrodeo.com. And tomorrow's going to be a very busy day in Lashburn. Tomorrow is Lashburn Day, and they have a number of activities planned, including a huge parade. There's going to be face painting, monster truck rides, horse-drawn wagon rides, and more. You'll find more details and a full schedule on the Town of Lashburn Facebook page. Well, whatever you choose to do this weekend, we hope you stay safe and stay healthy.
What's Happening is brought to you by Northern Factory Workwear, Circle Drive East, Saskatoon, and Highway 17 South, Lloydminster.
Furniture set and design supplied by Furniture Gallery, downtown Lloydminster.
Mitch Clark is joining me today on Primetime Local News. Mitch is a familiar face in Lloydminster. Mitch, usually when I speak to you, it's about being an MMA fighter or a wrestler, but today it's quite a switch. You're an actor now, Mitch. First of all, thanks for joining me, and tell me about your project.
Yeah, so the project in question right now, that's the Druid's Hand. So it's a Saskatchewan made, produced, directed, acted in, like all Saskatchewan talent. Druid's Hand, a short film made by Mitch Oliver and Jesse Sawitsky. It's really taken off in the past 2 years that it took to get to this moment. We've been in lots of film festivals, and yeah, here we are.
So how did you get involved in this? Is this your first time acting in something like this?
It's the first time I've ever done like film acting. In university, I took drama courses and did like dinner theater and things like that. But it's different when it's on film. It's just a totally different animal. So it was a learning experience for me, and yeah, it was just a crazy experience.
Are the people involved friends of yours, Mitch, or how did you get connected with them to join this project?
The director is the main person who I knew, Mitch Oliver. We bonded over the shared same first name. But other than that, he runs a podcast known as the Terror Table, and they discuss horror films. And him and his podcast partner came to one of the wrestling shows I did in Saskatoon. One of the higher ups at PPW where I was wrestling said, "Hey, I got some buddies. They do horror movie podcast. You want to be on it?" I'm like, "Heck yeah!" We discussed Hellraiser, great film, and we bonded over a couple year friendship of just over horror movies, and it led to him saying he wanted to chase his dream of working in movies, and I was like, you got to follow your dreams. I was really lucky that I followed mine, and I feel like I had a fair amount of success. I told him the same thing that I'm saying, you got to take those chances. He's like, before I go, I want to do a film here. And I told him I'd done drama and all these other things. And if he needed an extra hand, I would be there. And somehow I coerced my way, I guess, into one of the lead roles.
Well, tell me about The Druid's Hand. Tell me about the film. Give me a little bit about the plot. I had a chance to see it, and I really enjoyed it. And obviously, horror is the genre, and I'm a big fan of that too. So tell me about the plot, and without giving too much away for those who haven't seen it yet.
Basically, it talks about like an acolyte and his apprentice, so to speak, are being followed by dark forces but on the flip side, is it inside their heads or is it a supernatural occurrence, basically?
So where was this shot in Saskatchewan? Was a couple different locations or just one place, or where did you guys shoot it?
It was all done in the booming town of Alvena, Saskatchewan. Somehow we got, a decommissioned church, and like it was just like the town itself came together to help support us and be able to be a big part of this film.
So does this mean, Mitch, we're going to see you in further roles? Are you looking to make acting, more of a profession for you now as well, or where are you going to go with the acting?
That's a funny question in itself. So after that, I got a little bit of the acting bug. There was auditions for a film being shot in Edmonton, and I got a principal role in that. It's directed by Lowell Dean, another Saskatchewan product, as well as like Stephen Ogg, who's been in multiple shows, and he's a spokesperson for Old Spice. Jonathan Cherry, all these like tremendous actors, and I got to be a part of that. Got my actor card, so maybe one of these extra things I do will stick, and I'll be good at one of them.
Well, congratulations, Mitch. This is a great short film. And if people are looking to view it, where is the best place to find and watch The Druid's Hand?
So you have to follow, like on YouTube, you go to Screamfest Horror Shorts is what I put in, and under the Screamfest banner, it'll be The Druid's Hand. We were really lucky that we were being featured in that film festival, like in the Chinese Man Theater. That's where they showed Star Wars, like, I don't know, it's surreal. But yeah, they are featuring our short on YouTube right now, I think potentially for a limited time. So go watch it while you can. Screamfest Horror Shorts. Yeah, check it out. It's a good time.
Awesome. Well, thank you for speaking with us today, Mitch, and congratulations. We look forward to seeing what your next project is going to be, and maybe one day you'll be up on that stage accepting an Oscar.
Oh, geez. I hope so, but baby steps, I think, for me first.
All right. Thanks so much, Mitch.
Thank you so much.
And taking a look at your 7-day forecast before we end the show today, beautiful day tomorrow, 27 is the high. The chance we'll see some rain on Sunday, but still a warm day with 28. Same on Monday, but less rain. It'll be sunny and then sunny again on Tuesday with a high of 27. Chance we'll see some rain on Wednesday, and then it'll be cloudy for the rest of Thursday and Friday.
Thank you, Jace. And that is all the time we have for you on Primetime Local News. Thank you for watching, and have a great night.